78 days of daily uploads are now here with the passing of April the 7th of 2023, which means I get to welcome you to another episode of Too Long Didn't Scroll, the show for you to get your daily news fix with no hassle. If you're tired of scrolling through a long and endless seeming newsfeed to get caught up on news events, tlds can provide you with a quick and listenable alternative. And now, without further ado, let's get into what happened on the previous day. We start off the events of the day of recording in the country of Ukraine, where the desperate Russian offensive and the equally desperate defense by Ukrainian forces both rage on. A renewed offensive into the eastern Bakhmut region with a focus on the city of Bakhmut has ravaged the region entirely, as Russian and line troops, including the private military company the Wagner Group, attempt to force their way into the city. Fierce fighting on the outskirts of and in the city center itself have completely devastated the city, and its successful seizure or defense could spell major morale boosts for either side. As such, it comes as no surprise that the Wagner Group's leader, Yevgeny Prigozhin, announced on April 4th that the Russian flag has been raised over the city and that it would be under Russia's quote-unquote legal control, a claim disputed by Ukrainian forces still holding western portions of the city. Such means that in order to show to the entire world that Bakhmut is now definitively Russian, all hints of Ukrainian forces must be driven from the region. One such move has occurred today, with the seizure of the west bank of the Bakhmutka River, cutting off a vital supply route for Ukrainian forces into the region, according to the United Kingdom's Ministry of Defense. As such, Ukraine's position has now become significantly threatened as they struggle to hold on what remains of Bakhmut. In the country of Pakistan, an insurgency has been brewing in the Balochistan region since the late 1940s, when a collection of Baloch separatist national groups, now including groups like the Balochistan Liberation Army, the Balochistan Liberation Front, and the Balochistan Nationalist Army, and other factions like the Pakistani Tehrik-e-Taliban, banded together against what they saw as the marginalization of one of Pakistan's least developed provinces. Terrorist attacks, military clashes, and more have occurred ever since, and well over 10,000 civilians have been caught in the crossfire and killed as a result of the conflict. As of today, however, the Pakistani government has suppressed one element of the insurgency through the arrest of the founder of the Balochistan Nationalist Army, Gulzar Imam, a very prominent member of the insurgent group. It is predicted that the BNA will be dealt a not insignificant blow from this recent development. In other news, a vehicle ramming attack in Tel Aviv, Israel, has killed one Italian tourist. A drive-by shooting near the Hamas settlement in the fragile West Bank region has killed 2 British citizens, and a court in the Democratic Republic of the Congo has sentenced 6 men to life in prison for the assassination of an Italian envoy in the country back in February of 2021.